Hello, Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Am I audible and everyone? Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, right. Others? Everyone? Can everyone see my screen? And am I audible? Everyone give me the answer in the chat. Okay, right. So we'll start the session. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim before starting the session. Right. So today I will be conducting the introduction session only. Okay, so I won't be teaching the A-level the content, but today I will be explaining all the syllabus. What are we going to study in grade 12 and grade 13? So this is fully introduction only. Okay, right. So A-level Islam grade 12 and 13. Okay, so this has been presented by Nihla Razik. So that is me, right? So we'll move on to the part. Right. So, see, introduction and importance of advanced level Islam. That means now you are going to study Islam, which has been connected with your practical life. Okay. So, whatever you had studied in grade 10 and 11, can I know, is there any girls who had studied, who had selected Islam in Tamil medium for grade 10, 11 due to their school format? Is there any girls? Is there anyone? Okay, I think no one, right? So, can I know who is that Android? Can you rename? Android? Okay, right. Right, so we'll move on. Okay, so now whatever you had studied, okay, whatever you had studied in grade 10, grade 11, that only you are going to study in brief way in A-level Islam. Okay, so in that way, let's learn Islam with practical life. Mean by connecting whatever you're studying in A-level Islam, you should connect it to your practical life and you should learn. Okay, so you're learning Islam to get more more fluent in the part of Islam, in the way of Islam, right? So that's what you had selected the subject Islam, right? Okay, so right now unit 1, okay, unit 1. So totally you have 10 units to study, totally in grade 12 and grade 13. 5 units separately for grade 12, 5 units separately for grade 13, okay? So totally 10 units you will be able to study, right? So first unit, a comprehensive way of life. Comprehensive mean you all know that a complete way of life. What is a complete way of our life? As a Muslim, what is the complete way of our life? That is Islam, right? That is Islam, right? So Islam is giving us the guideline how to live a complete way of life in a moral way. Okay, in a moral way mean with a good behavioral way, by following the rules and regulations. So in that way, in the first unit itself, you will be able to study the introduction part of Islam. Okay, introduction part of Islam mean now as a Muslim you should know, right, how this word had, how we had got the word Islam. So in grade 10, 11 you had studied, right? Like now if you get the word Aqidah, so it's been derived from this word. the meaning of that word. Like that you had got the opportunity to study like that. But have you got the opportunity about how have we got this word Islam? Like that, do you all know? You don't know, right? So in that way, here you will be studying what is Islam, the characteristic of Islam. Okay, so now just we are studying Islam. We don't know the exact definition of Islam and we don't know the characteristics. So in that way, you will be able to study the characteristic of Islam in 1.1. Okay, so you will be having separation. Okay, so that means now if you take the first unit mean 1.1, 1.2 like that, you will be having separation, right? So in that way 1.1 what you will be studying mean you will be studying only about what is Islam, the characteristic of Islam. Only this much you should study. And then in 1.2, an Islamic perspective on universe, human being and human life. Okay, universe, human being and human life. Okay, so Islamic perspective mean the Islamic what guideline. Okay, so regarding the universe, so we don't know how this universe was created. We know that Allah only created, but why it was created, what's the purpose, and how did we get to know that Allah only created? Likewise, the Islamic guideline, the Islamic way. Okay, Islamic guideline will be given in this lesson. How regarding the universe by having evidences, Quranic evidences. In that way we will be studying the full part, the brief part of universe, how it got evolved, and also we will be studying the other theory. Other theory mean now worldly theory will be there. Now except Islam, we have the other worldly theory. I mean like other religious theory, the universe was evolved like that, automatically it's getting evolved. So those theory also we will be able to study, and then only we will be moving on to the syllabus of our one, okay, Islamic syllabus, right? So in that way, Islamic perspective mean Islam is giving us the guideline regarding the part of universe. So how it was created, what are the evidences that Allah had created. In that way we will be studying those things. Next one is human being. Human being means mankind, right? So how Allah had created us. How Allah had created us is that true. So we want, now if we are believing in something mean we want to have evidence on our hand, right? So in that way evidential proof will be also taught in this human being part, okay, according to Islamic guideline. And then also human life. So human life mean worldly life. Okay, human life mean worldly life. Now we know that we can live whatever according to our desire. According to our desire, we can live in whatever in our way without following the rules and regulation, everything, right? But we know that after this we have another life. That means we want to whatever we are planting here, that only will be the reward that we will be getting on the other life, right? So likewise human life, worldly life, we want to be what? Engaging in the worldly acts, but as well as we want to be balanced, right? So we want to, plus we want to engage in the worldly life, plus we want to plant something that is for our next life. Likewise, so regarding human life also we will be studying. Okay, so only that much in unit 1, right? And also I will be presenting you all how you will be getting the question, how you all want to answer for that, or what are the questions that now normally I used to give unit wise questions. Okay, so I will be presenting that also for you all when I am teaching, right? Okay, so what you all want to mainly focus on when you're studying this lesson. Likewise I will be giving the guidelines. Okay, next one, the fundamental beliefs and components of faith in Islam. The fundamental beliefs mean the important belief, right? So the important belief that as a Muslim we want to believe in something. So in that way the important belief and the important part of faith. Faith means Iman, right? So as a Muslim we have some other fundamental belief and fundamental component to keep believe in Islam, right? So in that way, what is that? You all know, right? The 6 articles, right? Believe in Allah, believe in all angels. Likewise, we have the 6 articles you have studied in grade 10, 11 under the name of Arkanul Iman, right? So in that way 2.1 indicates the whole part of that 6 belief on, right? Fundamental of Aqidah mean the important part of Aqidah is what I am saying, the 6 article, okay? So you will be studying that in a brief way under that. Now if we are studying believing in the prophethood mean under that Mahabbatur Rasul, everything you will be studying, okay? Right, next one. 2.2, relationship between Iman, Ahlak and Amal. Okay, Iman mean faith. Amal mean action. What is Ahlak? Can anyone say me what is Ahlak? Can anyone? You can put in the chat. Don't want to unmute. Ethics, okay. Any other? Any other girls? Normally, I used to ask questions, okay? So you all should answer because I don't know whether you all concentrating or you all talking with anyone else by turning your head. Likewise, you will be having some other incidents will be happening in your house. So you all unmuted. I don't know what about your what a situation. And also some people will be seeing the screen and they will get bored and they will be sleeping, right? So that's what I used to ask questions. So you all should answer. Then only I can get to know that you all are concentrating on my session, okay? Right. Okay, good manners. What about others? Any other girls? No idea. Others. Only Rehana and Akila, right? Akila or Akila. So those two girls only gave me the answer like good manners and ethics. What about others? Everyone is sleeping. So you all had across this part, right? In grade 10, 11 syllabus. What about others? Minha, Razak, okay. Razak. Morals, okay. Everyone. I want the answer from everyone. Then only I can get to know that you all are not sleeping, just concentrating. Okay? Right, so we'll move on. Right, so ahlak mean, as the girl said, the good behavior. Okay, so the good behavior only we call it as ahlak, right? The behavior, the moral activities only we call it as ahlak. So in this 2.2, what you will be studying in 2.2 mean, first of all, you will study what is iman, okay? And then you will study what is ahlak, and you will study what is amal, okay? And then by connecting each other, iman and amal, iman and ahlak, ahlak and amal, ahlak and iman, like that you will be studying some other notes by having some evidential proof like sources, okay? Like hadith source, Quranic source, like that you will get some other hadith source, Quranic source, and with evidential proof, you will be studying why do we want to give importance towards iman, ahlak, amal in Islam, right? Likewise, you will be studying, and at the last part, you will be studying what is the connection between iman, ahlak, and amal. Okay, at the last part of this lesson 2.2, you will be studying what is the connection, what is the relationship between iman, ahlak, and amal. Without ahlak, iman and amal will be accepted. Without amal, can we engage only on iman and ahlak? Likewise, 2.2, you will be studying those things in 2.2. Next one is Ahlus Sunnah wal Jamaat. Okay, so what is Ahlus Sunnah wal Jamaat? Anyone knows? Ahlus Sunnah wal Jamaat. Ahlus Sunnah wal Jamaat. Is anyone has selected Arabic? Anyone? Is anyone? Words of Prophet. Okay, what about others? Only Rehana and yeah, mainly Rehana. And then teaching, yeah, words of Prophet, teaching of Prophet Muhammad. What about Minha, and then Akila and others? What about others? To see the participants. Nada, what about Nada? Shada Nalir. And then Zainab Rifki. Zahra, what about Zahra? Give me the answer without being silent. Did I just say said you to unmute? No, right? Just give me the answer in the group. Sorry, chat. Okay, way of life of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, right, we'll move on. Right, so Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah mean, you know that Jamaat mean the community, right? Well, that mean and, right? Sunnah mean the one who follows, the people, the group, okay, the community, one who follows the words or the pathway of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam only, we call it as Ahlus Sunnah wal Jamaat, right? Practice of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, okay, Zahra. So in that way, Ahlus Sunnah wal Jamaat mean the community, okay, the community who are following the guidelines or the pathway which was set by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, okay, whatever he practiced in his day-to-day life, whatever he had done, that we are following on, that only we call it as that community only we call it as Ahlus Sunnah wal Jamaat. So in this lesson, what do you all want to study mean? You will be able to okay, sorry for it. Okay. Ahlus Sunnah wal Jamaat mean the people who are, you will be studying about the definition of Ahlus Sunnah wal Jamaat in brief manner, and you will be studying who are the people, why the people who are following, the people, the community, about that community in brief manner, and also you will be studying the opposite, okay, the opposite people, okay, the opposite groups, opposite sects, okay, which is something opposite towards the part of Ahlus Sunnah wal Jamaat, okay, mainly focusing on that only, this 2.3 lesson, okay, right. So next one. I'm just moving on fast because this is just an introduction session, right? So in that way, I'm just moving on fast. If you all have any doubts, you can clarify it with me in the chat. Okay, next one is third lesson. Okay, so unit 3 comes under the part of grade 12. So primary legislative sources of Islam. Primary legislative. The word legislative mean itself, you all can get to know. Legislative mean the source, right? The law, right? Law, right? Legislative mean the legislation, the law, right? Sharia, right? So primary legislative source mean primary, the basic legislative source. You all know that the sources according to Islamic way, Islamic sources, we used to categorize it into two types. One is primary source or else basic, okay, primary source. The second one is secondary source. You all know that, okay. So third lesson is fully it's been related to primary source only. Primary source which is illustrating the Sharia. Primary source which is illustrating the legislation, okay, of Islam. So in that way, 3.1 you will be able to study about Quran briefly, and 3.2 fully Sunnah, okay. So in Quran, in Sunnah also you will be studying about that Hadith books also, okay, Hadith, that Sahih Bukhari and that Imam and all those things also you will be studying it. 3.2 and 3.1 mean fully about Quran. The way the main thing you will be studying mean fully about Quran only, okay. So how to approach Quran, the central theme of the Quran. Likewise, we will be studying lot in that, okay, regarding full part is regarding the Quran only, okay. And also you will be able to study a part when we compare the Quranic verse and the scientific evidence regarding that also you will be studying, okay. The last part of 3.1 is that only, okay. So only this much, okay. So regarding the Sharia mean from Quran and Sunnah, whatever you will be studying in third unit, okay, right. Fourth one, okay, fourth one, as I said before, that is primary source. This is secondary source. You all know that secondary source mean except Quran and Sunnah, okay, except you all know that Quran and Sunnah is a source which has been revealed by Allah to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sunnah mean the exemplary life of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Quran mean the words of Allah, the speech, kalima of Allah, which has been revealed to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We all know that, right? So he had practiced, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam only practiced whatever is been given in the Quran in his day-to-day life. That only we are now taking and we are following it as the exemplary life. That only we call it as Sunnah, right? So, but here secondary source mean now Quran and Sunnah, okay. Now we know that there are many problems we used to get in this era, right? We used to get many modern issues in this era. So in that way, if we are not able to solve that issue mean now if we have got any issue mean we will be suddenly moving on to the source only, Quran and Sunnah. So now if we doesn't have any other solution for that problem mean in Quran and Sunnah mean what we can do? Can we go to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam burial ground? No. right? So in that way, he is also not alive, right? So now what we can do, now after the demise of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, due to the modern problem, what happened? The Islamic people, wait for a minute, wait for a second, 1 minute, getting message. Okay, right. Sorry for it. Okay. So I just got a call. That's it. Okay, right. So now what happened where I was explaining. Okay, ijtihad, no? Right, secondary sources except primary source, except Quran and Sunnah. If we didn't get any solution from the book of Quran and Sunnah, from the source of Quran and Sunnah, what to do? The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not alive at all, right? So where can we go to get the solution? That means we want to move on to the book of Quran and Sunnah only, but we want to create something. So that's what we got the part from Islamic scholars. Okay, Islamic scholars, they went, okay, they took the book Quran, Sunnah and everything, and they got the new problem also on their hand, and they compared the old problem, new problem and everything towards the law, and they created another source. So that all we called as ijtihad. So under ijtihad, 4.1 mean ijtihad, and the subsidiary sources mean like ijma, qiyas, fiqh, like that we have some, no? So fiqh part mean it's not there in 4.1, but a small explanatory part is given in third unit. Okay, in Quran part. Okay, by comparing Quran and fiqh. In that way, we have that note. But here, other than ijtihad, under the part of ijtihad as subsidiary sources, we have ijma, qiyas, maslaha mursala, qawlu sahaba, those things only we will be studying in 4.1 fully. Okay. Right. So 4.2. In 4.2 mean the objective. Okay, the objective of Sharia. Okay, the main object, the aim of Sharia. Okay. So Mashatiru Sharia, we used to say like that. Okay. So in that way, you will be studying about that only in 4.2. 4.3 mean approaching and handling of disagreement. Okay. So when you get any disagreement, how can you approach that disagreement, and how can you handle that disagreement? Likewise, you will be studying in fourth unit. Okay, so everything is, so fourth unit is based on ijtihad, the secondary source only. Okay, third unit is based on the primary source only, right? Okay, next one is ibadah, right? So when we move on to ibadah, you all know that. Can you all say me what is the 5 pillar of Islam? What are the 5 pillar of Islam? Can you all say me the 5 pillars of Islam? It's easy, no? Grade 1 question, right? Everyone. I want the answer from everyone in the chat. If you are feeling shy to even put messages, answer in the everyone, the chat me, you all privately, you can message me. Okay, Shada and Ali had given the 5 pillars. What about others? Okay, so she had given, no, so we'll move on. So Shahada, Salah, Zakah, Saum, Hajj. Okay, who is that? Rehana. Okay, Rehana also have sent. Okay, so Shahada, Salah, Zakah, Saum, Hajj. These are the 5 pillars that we know. Okay, so in there, except Shahada, you all know that Shahada means Kalima only, right? Except Shahada, the other 4 things is there, no? Salah, Zakah, Saum, Hajj. These 4 only you will be studying briefly 5.1. Whatever you had studied in grade 10, 11 syllabus only, again it will be repeating here. Okay, so in that way, Ibadah mean, under Ibadah 5.1, you will be studying the fundamental duty, the important duties of Islam, except Shahada, Salah, Zakah, Saum, Hajj. That only you will be studying. studying in 5.1. Okay. 5.2 mean hukukul ibad and relationship between ibad and ahlak. Okay. Hukukul ibad mean the duties that should be performed towards the people, other people. Okay. You have two things under the duties. Hukukullah, hukukul ibad. Okay. So hukukullah mean Allah mean the duties that has been performed towards Allah. Hukukul ibad mean the duties that has been performed except Allah towards the other people. Even for yourself also come under this hukukul ibad. Okay, you are bathing, so that is also a duty to clean yourself. Okay, so likewise hukukul ibad you will be studying in 5.2, and then the relationship between ibadah and ahlak. So now ibadah and ahlak, you all know that ahlak means the moral activities, the good behavioral activities, right? So what is the relationship? What is the connection between ibadah and ahlak? Okay, so we are performing ibadah, we are engaging in the worshipping act. Okay, due to that, whether whether do we able to engage in the moral act? Likewise, what is the connection? Okay, what is the relationship between these two? Likewise, we will be starting in 5.2. Okay, right. Next one, sixth one is spirituality in Islam. Spirituality means the religious, okay, the religious thinking about Islam, right? So spirituality mean you will be studying. Okay, now you all know that you have studied about nafs and all those things, right? So in that way, body, soul, as a Muslim, what we want to do, okay, as a balanced person in spirituality in Islam, as a Muslim, if you want to motivate your spiritualism, okay, as a religious person, as a Muslim, if you want to motivate yourself towards the path of religious pathway, spiritualism mean what are the act that you want to intake, what are the act that you want to engage, okay? And then other thing is something that is opposite, demotivating, something that is obstructing not to go under the pathway of spiritualism. So those things like jealousy, those things only you will be studying in 6.1. 6.2 mean tasawwuf. Okay, so tasawwuf, I don't want to explain it here. So it is a short unit only, short chuti unit only. So regarding some other groups, forms and everything you will be studying, okay, tasawwuf. So that is also a chuti unit only, okay? So though I don't want to explain it something in a brief manner here, right? Okay, seventh one is muamala. Muamala mean the economics, okay? Muamala mean regarding economics, right? So Islamic perspective on economics. Islamic perspective on economics mean the Islamic guideline which has been given regarding the economic. Okay, now in this part you will be studying whether what type of interest. Interest mean you all know, right? We used to say in Tamil vatti. So those things also. What are the business that is according to Islamic Sharia, in what are the business type that we can engage, what are the business type that we can't engage, everything we will be studying in this lesson. Okay, so regarding economic, totally regarding business only we will be studying. Okay, so 7.2 mean wealth distribution. How can we distribute the wealth? Okay, now for example we have a parent, and that parent is having a child. So that child is getting away from the religion of Islam. Okay, getting away, like going on to any other religion. Okay, any other religion like Hinduism or some other religion. Okay, so at that moment, can that parent give the wealth towards that child? Likewise, wealth distribution, everything you will be studying. Okay, who can get the wealth distribution and everything you will be studying. That is also related to economics only, right? Okay, next one is contemporary economical problem and the Islamic solution given to that. Okay, contemporary economical problem mean nowadays, on the present day. Contemporary mean present day economical problem. What are the economical problem that we have on the worldly life? Okay, that we have right now in the world. So what are the solution that has been given by Islam towards that economic problems only? We will be studying in 7.3, right? Okay. Next one is munakahat. Okay, so munakahat mean marriage. Okay, muamalat mean economics, munakahat mean marriage. Okay, so 8.1 fully you will be studying about nikah. Okay, nikah. So Islamic principle towards the nikah, towards the part of nikah. Regarding marriage only you will be studying. So whatever you studied again and again and repeating, whatever you had studied in 10-11 only, here you will be studying but in brief way. Okay, so that's what. Second one is familial life. So familial life mean as a husband, what are the duties that a husband want to do towards the wife, towards the children. Likewise, those things you will be studying in 8.2. So 8.3 mean Islamic Islamic view means Islamic perspective or the guideline that has been given towards the path of food. Okay, so what are the food that is being prohibited? What are the food that we can eat? Likewise, those things you will be studying, and then clothing and shelter. Next one is 8.4 mean Islamic view on polygamy, divorce, and iddah. What is that polygamy? Anyone? Can anyone say what is polygamy? Mm. Can anyone say what is polygamy? Mm. More marriage, okay. Others? Others. Mm. Give me the answer, Zainab. Let's see. Okay, more spouses, yeah. What about others? Don't be silent, Nada. Nada. Don't be silent, Zahra. Rehana, Shada Nalir, Zainab, Minha. Okay? A Muslim man is permitted to take up to 4 wives, but only if he can treat them all fairly with justice. Yeah, perfect, right? So that is what polygamy marriage. Okay, polygamy marriage lifestyle mean a man is marrying more than one wife. Okay, one or two wives. That will be called as polygamy marriage system. Okay, so regarding that, what are the guidelines that are Islam had given towards polygamy? Everyone can marry me. So everyone want to have like 10 or 15 wife only, right? So in that way, what are the guidelines that Allah had given for us? Okay, so everyone, even though the one who is there on the street, can he marry 15 wife and can he live his life? No. With him, that 15 women and the child of 15 women also will be getting worried and they will be in sorrow. So in that way, what are the guidelines that Allah had given to us? What are the view, Islamic perspective towards the polygamy marriage system, and then divorce, and then iddah, the types of divorce and iddah and everything you will be studying. Okay, right. Next one is the Islamic laws of inheritance. Okay, what are the law, what are the guideline or the Sharia which is given towards the part of inheritance? You will be studying in 8.5. Okay, right. Next one. Ninth one is social life. Social life mean now importance of social life, and am I lagging? Anyone? Can anyone confirm? Am I lagging? Can anyone confirm? Am I lagging? Am I clear? Or else? Okay, can anyone confirm that am I lagging? Am I audible for everyone? Am I audible? No, okay, right.
Now okay.
Okay, right. Okay, Zaina. Right. So now what I was explaining, okay, social life, right? So see 9.1, importance of social life and Islamic features of social organization. Okay, so social life mean now, and can any person live in this world without having any connection with any other people? Now, for example, wait. Okay, Kila. Minha Razak is saying lagging. Am I lagging? Am I lagging? Okay, so sorry for it. I think I'm having a connection problem right now. Okay, so can you all confirm whether am I lagging right now? Is my voice audible right now for everyone? Yes, okay, right. Okay, ma. Okay, right, everyone. Okay. Right. So see now, social life. Okay, social life mean now. Can you all say me whether can we live as an individual person without talking to anyone else, without getting any help? Okay, now you don't have parents, you don't have siblings, you are an individual person. So now you are going to school. So without talking to any other girls, any other friends, without even talking to anyone, can you live? You can't, right? So social life is very much important. Okay, so you should get interacted with the society, and you want to live a life only, we call it a social life. So in that way, Islam is giving us the guideline that how a social life is important. We should be interacted and we should be connected with the society, and only we should live the life, then only our life will be peaceful. Okay, so we can't live as a like a tree, right? Solely in a barren land, how a tree will be like that, we can't live, right? So in that way, importance of social life and Islamic features of social organization. Okay, so what are the features, what are the characteristics that Islam is giving towards the part of organizing the society? Okay, organizing the society into a group, okay, into a community. In that way, now creating a masjid. Okay, so you all know that, I think. So why Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave such importance to build a mosque? Because a community should be organized and they want to get interacted, and the people should be connected each other and they want to talk each other. In that way only we have but Allah had created, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had built the mosque. Okay, so you will be studying that part in unit 1 itself. We will be crossing, okay, in the characteristic part. Okay, so at that time I will explain it. Okay, now so regarding the importance of social life, regarding the characteristic of organizing a society, in that way you will be studying in 9.1. And then religious and social harmony. Harmony means you all know that everyone is getting together based on an idea, right? So in that way, social harmony means the society is getting together, and then religious harmony means the religious people are getting united. Okay, so in that way 9.2 you will be studying. Okay, 9.3 means the crime and punishment. Okay, what are the crime that has been given by Islam, what are the crime that has been happening in the day-to-day life, in the worldly life, and what are the punishment that has been given by Islam towards that type of crime. Okay, now for example, we all know that a famous what punishment that has been given by the Islamic guideline Sharia. So if we steal, if we had stolen anything somewhere from somewhere or something, some place, mean what is the punishment that has been given by Islam? Can you all say me? It's popular, right? What's the punishment if we have stolen something, me? Yeah, cut the hand, right? So it's popular. So in Saudi Arabia, same thing is happening, right? So in that way, what are the punishment that has been given by Islam towards the type of crime only we will be studying in 9.3. Okay, right. Next one is 10th one, advent of Islam. Advent of Islam means the way Islam started to spread. Okay, so in two segments we will be studying. 10.1 mean how Islam started to spread among the Saudi Arabia. Okay, so how it started. Now we know that Arabia mean normally who? Jahiliya people. Okay, Jahiliya people only was there in Saudi Arabia. They was worshipping the idols. Okay, idol worshippers only was there in Arabia. Okay, now that idol worshipper only have been converted to the part of worshipping Allah, right? So how this Islam had got spread on the part of Saudi Arabia? Now we know that. Now if we take Islam, mean the belonging place of the religion of Islam is Saudi Arabia only, right? So in that way, how it started to spread among Arabia. That one is 10.1. And then 10.2 mean the way the country that we are living. Okay, so this syllabus is belonging to the country Sri Lanka, right? So in that way, how Muslims, how Islam, the religion of Islam started to spread among the country of Sri Lanka. Those things you will be studying in 10.1 and 10.2 as you had studied in 10.11 syllabus only, right? Okay, but in brief way. Okay, only that much. Okay, only that much syllabus. Now I will say that now if you are studying now as a Muslim, okay, as a Muslim person, you all know that now if you are studying grade 12 and 13 syllabus, means first of all itself the unit that they had given us, we should get to know the definition of Islam. What is Islam? What are the characteristics? And then other than that, the place that we are living on, universe, we should get the guidelines of universe. Okay, so as a Muslim, if we want to live a perfect Muslim, mean we should get to know first of all, if we are believing in something, mean now you are believing in your parents, right? You all are believing in your parents. Okay, you will be thinking that you all know that at whatever situation my parent will not betray me, like that only you will be thinking, right? So in that way, if you are believing in Allah, mean so you should get a seed like an evidence, right? You want to get the understanding of Allah. You want to get the evidence of Allah, that Allah is there, about Allah's existence. In that way, the first unit illustrate what is Islam, the characteristic of Islam, the place that we are living, what about the evidential proof, who created it. In that way, first unit. Second unit means the beliefs that we want to believe in. Okay, so under that only we have Ahlul Sunnah, community, Iman, Amal. Third one means the book, okay, the source, primary source. Fourth one means the secondary source. Fifth one means the worshipping act. As a Muslim, we want to engage, right? Sixth one mean the spiritual way that a Muslim should live. Seventh one mean academics. Eighth one mean marriage. Ninth one mean social life. 10th one mean how Islam started to spread in Arabia and Sri Lanka. So this much only. Okay. So whatever you want to know as a Muslim. Okay. Even though now there are now when I'm teaching in my academy, there were many students who had contacted me who I mean like you all know now Maula Islam, like the one who are moved on to the religion of Islam, who had selected Islam for their advanced level. So those girls also, when they choose this subject, they can get the full knowledge of the religion of Islam, right? So everything is being covered in grade 12 and 13 syllabus. Whatever we want, okay, academics, social life, everything, marriage, everything, whatever the guidelines that we want to study as a Muslim, everything is there in the part of grade 12 and 13 syllabus. Okay, so only this much. Okay, only this much under today's introduction session. So now you all can ask me whatever the doubts you all have, you all can ask me. So I think that that day you all joined for the Tamil medium Zoom class, right, everyone? Yeah, that's the full syllabus. Grade 12, 5 unit. Grade 13, 5 unit. Yeah. Okay. Any more doubt? So don't leave, okay? I want to show something. I want to talk more. So now I want to clarify everyone's doubt. Any more doubt, anyone? You all can clarify it. Hmm. Is there a book in English medium Islam? Yeah, about that only I want to talk. Other than that, any other doubts regarding the syllabus? Any other doubt? Zahra, Akila, Nada. Nada. So she haven't even spoken a word from the first part. I don't know whether she's sleeping. Nada, are you there? Any more doubt?
What did you ask?
Any doubt? Everything is clear, right, for everyone? If it is clear, just put a message to confirm whether everything is clear. Okay, right. Okay. So you all said that everything is clear, no doubt at all. So I will move on to the next part. Okay. So you all have a doubt that now we know that according to English medium, okay, according to English medium, we don't have any book or we don't have any notes, right? Notes or something to get to know about the syllabus, right? So in that way, even though when you Google, okay, even though whatever the social media you move on and if you search it, you can't get the notes, right? You can't get the Islam notes, okay? But I have made it, okay? So I have published a book for the Islamic students, okay? Normally I used to give tut only, so it's unable for everyone to take print out and take every time they used to take print out, okay? So in that way only I had made a book and I had published, okay? So in that way, now that you should buy it from me, okay? You should buy it from me. So all 10 syllabus, okay? All 10 lesson, okay? Grade 12, if you all want to buy it separately, grade 12 separately, grade 13 separately, mean you can buy it separately from me, okay? I want to study grade 12 separate and grade 13 separate, mean you can buy it as 2 book. So if you all want it as 1 book, mean grade 12 and 13 as 1 book, unit 1 to 10, if you want it as together, mean you can buy it in that way from me, right? So wait, I will show off the book. 1 minute. Okay, can everyone see the screen? Can everyone see the screen? Just one girl confirm it. Yes, okay, right. Okay, right. So this is the book, okay? So this is the book that I have produced for the girls, for the Islamic girls. So wherever you go, you can't get the book. So Islamic Studies, Advanced Level, English Medium, Grade 12 and 13, okay, book. So see, you have the content, okay? Whatever the notes, everything I will be, even though when I'm teaching, I will be not providing any other extra note. Everything I will be teaching inside the book only, but I will be giving guidelines, okay? So what you want to focus on everything. So in that way, see here the content, okay? So from first unit to from the 10th unit, you have the guideline. Wait, I will zoom it on. Okay. See here you have the guideline. So this is the book. You have the guideline from, contents from first unit to until 10th unit. Okay. So here you have the syllabus. From here onwards, you will be able to get the syllabus notes. Okay, so you are having a confusion. You will be having the confusion that now you have the book no call from what is that person? The scholar. Mazahim Sir's book. Okay, so even though I have that book, but it's now the first unit is okay. Okay, so you all be thinking I can get the book from Mazahim Sir's book. You have no grade 12 part 1 part 2 book. We have that. Okay, so in that way now you all can buy it. Okay, many girls had bought it and they had attended the examination, but they had not got the syllabus correctly. Okay, that means it is out of syllabus. Okay, he had illustrated whatever the one that we want to study, but out of syllabus. Out of syllabus mean now if we are talking about the part of hereafter mean under that we out of syllabus. Okay, notes are being entered in the Mazahim Sir book. Okay, not clear. Okay, it's okay, but screen sharing like sometime you will be getting according to connection problem. It will be blur only. Just get see the book only. Okay, just get the knowledge of the book. Okay, so I don't want to screen share. I haven't screen shared for anyone, but I'm screen sharing right now. You all should see in that way only. Just see, okay, just get the knowledge, okay, about the book, only that much. Okay, so what I was saying mean Mazahim Sir book. Okay, so you all can study. Okay, you all can take my book on one hand, you all can take the Mazahim Sir's book on one hand, and you can take the past paper questions. Okay, past paper questions on one hand. Okay, so when you see the questions and when you see the Sir's book, Mazahim Sir's book, so in that way you can see when you know if you are getting a question from in a past paper, and when you are trying to get the answer for for that question, whatever question in the to the book of Mazahim sir, then you will be understanding, okay, what about the syllabus, what about the syllabus of him, okay, and also the words that has been used, okay, the words that has been used in that Mazahim sir's book is also advanced English only, okay, the language is in advanced way only, right? So in that way, Mazahim, wait for a minute. So in that way, fully, okay, now if you take my book and if you just compare my book towards the part of Islamic past papers, then you will be understanding how precious it is, okay. So it's been made upon the guideline of Tamil medium and Sinhala medium government syllabus guide only, okay. Upon that guidance only, you have this book. So in that way, it's been published by me. So I will send the book details in the group, okay. So the price details and everything in the group. So you all should buy it, and based on that book only, I will be explaining and I will be giving the guideline and teaching. Everything will be done upon depending on that book only, okay. So you don't want to worry. The book will be in your hand, okay. You don't want to worry, okay. So I don't have any notes, no, how can I attend the examination, like that you don't want to worry. So whatever the question that is there in the past paper, you can get the answer from my book. So if you bought it, it will be very much beneficial, okay. So in that way, this is the book, okay. Right, wait for the full screen. So this is what the book, okay. So everyone can see it clearly, right? Sometime it may be blur because of the Zoom platform. So until grade 10, until lesson 10, you have the guidelines. Okay, even though you can compare my book towards the guide, Tamil mean. If you all know to read Tamil, you can just compare my book towards the guide and you can check it on, okay. So this is what, okay, this is what the book. So when you make the payment, we will be door delivering that book towards your house, okay. It will be posted towards your house, okay. That's what will be happening. So only this much, okay, only this much upon today's introduction class. So if you all have any doubt regarding the book or regarding the syllabus or regarding the session me, you can clarify it with me right now. Any doubts? If you all okay with the part that I had covered up to now, you all can say I'm okay and I'm clear. Or else if you all have any doubt, you all can clarify it also. Okay, one by one I will say the name. So everyone just unmute yourself and give me the say give me that you all clear or you are not doubt, okay? You all having any doubt. Okay, what about Akila? Can you unmute yourself, ma? Akila? Or else you all can give me the content in the message in the chat. You can give me the message. Is everyone clear or is anyone having any doubt? Just give me the message, ma. Minha, Zainab, Fatima, Akila, Rehana. Zahra, Zainab, Nada. Okay, done. Okay, right. So I will wind up the session. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. And then if you no more doubts, right, you all have said no. So we'll wind up the session. Okay, right.